You did this new movie, Greed, which is it's an interesting movie because it is quite a serious subject. It is also very funny in moments, and so I think it sort of walks that razor's edge between being compelling and about something very serious, but about your character as someone who's this over-the-top wealthy person who's completely lost perspective.
Yeah, it's we just wanted to talk about, like, I play a character who's obnoxious, flamboyant, nasty, unpleasant, bullying, but funny.
Yeah.
You understand
yes,
that, right?
Yes, I do. Let's just say I'm thinking of suing. I watch it and I'm like, there I am. Beautiful.
So he's horrible.
Yeah.
But really awful.
But one of the things that distinguishes us is this character has this incredibly crazy spray-on, looks like a spray-on tan.
Yeah, well, it's playing a tycoon, and a lot of billionaires, you know, they sport these all-year-round tans because they're normally in their tax havens, which are floating palaces that cost $400 million, and so they go brown because they're on deck quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then they throw the price of an SUV at their mouth so that their teeth can be...
Your teeth are insane in this movie. I don't know if the teeth are practically glowing.
Yeah.
This character has all the money in the world, and he's clearly spent a fortune having these massive fake teeth.
I don't have that in England, you know, we sort of try and do the best we can with our teeth, not you Americans, but I had to look like someone from LA, so I just put those teeth on. So I just love LA.
It's absolutely fantastic. I can't tell you how many meetings I've had. Someone will say, like, oh, you've got to meet this guy. He's a really good corporate lawyer. You know, he'll understand how to help you, and they'll come in, and they'll have those teeth.
Yeah, and you have to put shades on to talk to them.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. Greed, as I said, I would say I wouldn't even describe it as, say, necessarily a comedy. It has comedic elements, but what you're talking about is a real problem.
Yeah, we're talking. The movie's about. We're talking about the fashion industry and the fact that high street clothes cost. You know, you can go in and buy a T-shirt for $10, and we look at supermodels and famous actors and you know, pop stars wearing these clothes, and we think, well, we're going to buying a bit of glamour, buying a bit of empowerment. But really, these clothes are made by garment workers in factories in Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, and they get paid $4 a day. For companies like Zara and people like Walmart and these companies where, you know, they're worth like 20 billion or 60 billion, sometimes in the case of Walmart like 170 billion, and these garment workers are paid a pittance. And what we do in the movie is we marry those two things together, because so 1 week we're shooting on a super yacht in Monaco. Yep. And the next week we're shooting in a garment factory in Sri Lanka. Yeah. And what we're trying to say with the movie is it's not actually that complicated. It's like the reason the super rich are super rich is because a bunch of people are super poor.
Yes.
And that you just connect the dots. Yeah. And we just wanted to talk about that and put it on the map, make people think about where it's not just about cheap clothes, but it's about high street fashion, but it could be about any industry really. And it's not that we're sort of like pointing the finger and saying these people are bad. It's just that the system that we live in makes those things happen.
Yeah, makes it possible.
And we talk about all this stuff. We all talk about the environment. We talk about gender politics. We talk about diversity and all this stuff. It's really important. But the sort of elephant in the room is poverty and the huge gap between the rich and the poor.
The cuts between your character, who's throwing the movie takes place when he's throwing a 60th birthday party for himself, and literally he's spending like tens of millions of dollars on his birthday party, and you contrast that with how he's getting the money. Which is
and we had like we had Syrian refugees in the movie who played themselves, and the garment workers played themselves, and then, you know, we had the party where he makes everyone dress. In fact, it's sort of, he has a sort of sick sense of humor. I mean, which makes you laugh, but it's also sort of quite obnoxious. Like, for example, the refugees are on the beach and they're spoiling the view of the guests of his party. And someone says, "You can't move them. They've come thousands of miles. And he says, well, if they've come all that way, they won't mind going a few extra yards down the beach.
Yeah. Your character is an incredible prick, but he's got teeth for days. We have a clip here from Greed, and I believe this is where your character has actually been brought up to sort of. He's being held accountable by, I believe, the British government for some of his transgressions in his financial
It was based on a real guy called Philip Green in England, loosely, and he was hauled up before the House of Commons. He was quite a flamboyant guy, so it was loosely based on him. But he was subject to the kind of scrutiny that super rich people very rarely have to endure.
Let's take a look at this clip from Greed.
Is this an investigation into my tax affairs? I pay what I have to and no more, because I'm not stupid. If you want to chase people avoiding tax, why don't you go after the big boys? I mean, look at Apple, look at Amazon, Starbucks. Why are you chasing me?
Right, yes, it's not them.
I suggest you Google it, Mr. Chairman. It's another company. How much tax do you think Google pay? Not very much. If you don't believe me, talk to Bono. He's avoided hundreds of millions of tax by claiming that you two are based in Holland. It doesn't stop him going around the world in your nan's sunglasses proclaiming about ending poverty or whatever. This is him in the Daily Mail. You'd be stupid not to try and cut your tax bill, says Bono.
You'll be hearing from Bono, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Bono's on line one.
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure Bono will. I'm sure Bono will survive a bit of criticism from someone in an independent movie.
Yeah. We'll see. Good luck to you. Greed is in theaters tomorrow in New York and Los Angeles. It'll be in theaters nationwide on Friday, March 6th. Steve Coogan, always an honor.